Facebook has just introduced flexible ads, and it's super exciting. It has never been this easy to make and run ads, and it has never been this simple to scale profits in years. If you're still struggling to see a profit or grow your results with confidence, this new tool is going to change everything. So in this video, I'm going to show you everything you need to know about Meta's new flexible ads so you can experience a brand new era in freedom and success with a Facebook advertising. All right, let's get started. I'm Charlie. Welcome back to Disrupt Your School, where we do things a little bit differently. I'm going to help demystify Facebook ads so that you can see more success and less stress, and you can run your ads with the confidence that you deserve. All right, flexible ads. Let's get to it. So what is a flexible ad? So normally when you make an ad, you pick a video or an image, you throw in a primary text and a headline, and you cross your fingers and hope it works out. With a flexible ad, you can actually upload a couple images or videos and a couple pieces of copy into the primary text and headline section, and Facebook's actually going to pair those together to make sure the end user gets the best experience on the platform. It's going to do all of the hard work for you. So what are the benefits of flexible ads? Well, let me get a little technical here for you. Every single ad is actually a web page. There's a post ID. Now, Facebook measures the click-through rate, the bounce rate, the stickiness, the conversion rate of every one of these web pages. When you build individual ads, all of those web pages compete against each other to see what will show up. This is a cannibalistic relationship. Basically, one does good at the expense of the opportunity of all the rest. With flexible ads, however, all of the variations exist as one web page. So instead of having 20 ads that all compete with each other, you have one ad that gets smarter with every impression. Instead of having a cannibalistic environment, you have a complementary one. That is tremendously powerful. Now, if you want to watch me build a flexible ad from scratch inside of my ad account, check out this video right here. Now, when using flexible ads, there are 3 super common mistakes that you should avoid. The first one, the most common, is making it too complicated. Remember, simple scales and complex fails. The best ad that you can build is what we call a 3-2-2 ad. 3 creatives, 2 primary text, 2 headlines. The more images and videos and pieces of copy you throw into the ad, the more permutations that ad has. For instance, if you were to throw in, say, 10 images and 5 primary texts and 5 headlines, that's actually 250 possible variations. With a 3-2-2 ad, it's only 12. You don't need a lot of choices. Which brings us to point number 2. Don't run a lot of flexible ads side by side. Remember, this is still giving us way too many choices. If you run 10 3-2-2 ads, it's still hundreds of ads. You really only need 2, maybe 3 running at any time. The point of this is not to necessarily say what variation within the flexible ad is best. It's which flexible ad earns money, and if it earns money, does that help my bottom line? One of the biggest mistakes you're going to find every marketer make is they say, this ad is good, this ad is bad. But if you ask them what that ad actually does to their bottom line, they're going to either point to ROAS or CPA or say they don't know. And ultimately, if you can't say this ad earning spend made this happen to my bank account, then you don't actually know what's going on. Remember, keep it simple. Does this flexible ad earn more money? Yes. What happened to my bank account? It got better. Great. That ad is good. Or this flexible ad earned a lot of money. Great. What happened to my bank account? It looked worse. That ad is bad. I don't care what the ROAS is. I don't care what the CPA is. If it doesn't help your bank account, it's not good. If it doesn't earn spend, it's not good. It's just that simple. We're running a single campaign with 2 or 3 of these max, and ultimately see what happens to the bottom line of our bank account. That's how you run an ad account. Which ultimately brings us to the third thing that you need to know when running your flexible ads. Leverage the scientific method. Have a few ads where you know exactly how they're gonna behave, more or less. And then run 2 flexible ads in the same campaign in a CBO alongside of it, where those 2 flexible ads are basically 2 attempts at the same concept. Make it so that it's focusing on the same kind of content. Maybe they're both UGC or they're both features and benefits. Maybe one's a video and one's an image, but you're pushing it the same angle. The point is not to say, does this flexible ad work? It's, we have ads and we know how they behave. When we launched these two flexible ads, this one did better than this one. You need to not just have a pass or fail, but ultimately know one did better than the other, and that'll help you understand why. Remember, the more ads you have, the less insight you're gonna have to how any ad behaves or why it does. But when you use a control and a variable, well, that's worked for hundreds of years and moved science from riding on horses to sending people to the moon on something less powerful than the phone you have in your pocket. Leverage a scientific method. It's not more complicated than that. Now, in this video, we're talking about a bunch of advanced stuff at a very surface level. If you want to know a lot more about it, you can go ahead and join the Facebook Ads MBA program. We got a community of people around the world, and this is just scratching the surface of a ton of extra things to help you scale your Facebook ad account, run your business better, earn more of your time back, and ultimately see more success and less stress. If you want to join the MBA program, there's a link in the description down below to give you some more advice, or you can go ahead and scan this QR code. Bam! So you know what a flexible ad is. You probably watched me build a flexible ad. You understand how they work and why you should use them. So what should your ad account actually look like? What is your best build of a campaign? Well, it's simple. This is something we call the one campaign strategy. We have one campaign per business objective, meaning what are we trying to do? And we have one ad set of our proven winner ads and two ad sets running flexible ads, one flexible ad per ad set inside of a CBO that are two shots at basically trying to solve the same problem with slightly different versions of the same concept to see which one earns spend and ultimately improves your ad account. That's one ad set with proven ads, two ad sets with one flexible ad each. This means you're ultimately going to be able to know the most important question. Which ad helps my bank account? Because if you can't answer that question, then you ultimately have no idea what you're doing. And unfortunately, everybody else is going to tell you to launch 1,000 ads, and you will have no idea other than looking at ROAS or attribution software and trying to break out 1,000 versions of the truth. What actually is happening when that ad gets served. And if you don't know if spending money in a place makes you any more money, you have no idea what's actually going on. And that's a terrible way of growing your business. And pro tip, don't be in a rush to end this test. It could run for weeks or months. If you have automated rules running inside of your ad account and the performance is good enough to raise the budget, the worst thing you could do is change the ads that you're running. Sometimes you'll have that one ad set of proven winners and two flexible ads running, and the only thing that happens is the budget continues to go up for weeks or months on end, while you spend all of your time improving the AOV and the LTV and the conversion rate of your website, your search ads, your email, the amount of times people return the product and the amount of times people return to buy more. Those are the things that actually matter. Remember, making money in business is fairly simple. It follows a pretty standard flywheel of compounding value for growth. And the way we scale our business is by taking some of that future cash flow and investing more of it into the growth of the whole thing. That's how it works. If you've solved that problem where you can spend more money, stop running new ads, stop creative testing, stop changing the type of people coming into your store. Or you could have one group of ads that drives 10,000 sales, where basically everybody behaves the exact same. One of those is a path to frustration and failure. The other one is fewer ads with less time spent, with more stable results and more money in your bank account and more time for you in your life. Simple scales, complex fails. That is the number one mantra you need to understand. And if you can increase your budget, don't touch anything else inside of your Facebook ad. So now that you know what you need to when it comes to flexible ads, let's focus on everything else you need to know to scale your business. And I made this playlist here just for you, right there. And that's going to cover everything from creative testing to profitable scaling margin, building hero offers, automated rules, literally everything you need to know. And until next time, I'll see you on the internet. Bye.